Welcome back, everybody, here to the Nation Network. Vince McSham with you, and today was the big day everybody waited for, which is the first official news for 2K20. It's got to be, at this point in time, hard to get excited about a new title because every time it sounds great and then it comes out and it's 2K19. So, that said, if you haven't seen the video that they put out, both the trailer and there is a Xavier Woods video, which kind of just does a little bit of talking about the different features that are going to be in it. I would suggest that you go ahead and check that out.
The following contest is a battle royale. Making his way to the ring from Norman, Oklahoma, weighing in at 285 pounds, Dr. Steve Williams.
All right, as we let this match run through, I'm going to presume a lot of you have seen it, so feel free to throw your comments out here as to what you think about what you've seen so far. They've added some stuff. It's going to be somewhat interesting. Let's start with one of my favorite things, which I was pretty much going to be shocked if it didn't happen, and that is the mixed tag team matches in there. So we will finally have men and women in a ring at the same time, even though I'm sure that if a male touches a female, it's an automatic disqualification, and probably the other way around. As of right now, we haven't heard about special referee, which is another must for me. John Wesley's in the house. What's up, buddy? So what are you guys looking forward to, hoping are in there? The deluxe edition, right now, nothing to get too excited about. One of the biggest downers for me is, all right, so it is an autographed card. The problem is you don't know who you're going to get. It could be Rey Mysterio, who I just have no interest in, never have, never will. Edge, which would probably be my preference of the three, or Kurt Angle, and I'm not a huge Kurt Angle fan. So I would want Edge. I guarantee you, I want you guys to bookmark this one, because on October 22nd, when I open that damn box, I promise you Rey Mysterio's card will be inside. Because that 2 out of 3 that I would prefer, that'll be the one I end up with. John, I'm doing well, my friend. Hope you are the same. John, have you had a chance to check out the trailer for 2K20 yet? And the video that was put out by Xavier and IGN. And
from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 237 pounds, Kurt Angle.
And just a quick programming note, tomorrow morning, around about the 8 o'clock hour Eastern Standard Time, we're going to have a full show for you right here on the Nation Network, so pop by and check that out if you would. So, John, what were your impressions? What do you like? What do you don't like? I was starting to talk about the deluxe edition and the fact that you don't even know which autograph you're going to get. They haven't announced what the exclusive item is yet. Yeah, out of those 3, Edge is the one I would want. I just don't imagine that the exclusive item is going to be that great. Now, they do promise that there'll be additional content released as the game ages that will allow you access to all new worlds, as they put it. The Wyatt compound definitely looks much improved, where they have some backyard wrestling ring set up in there. And it looks like that could be potentially a lot of fun. It also looks like you can create, using WWE superstars, your own version of them. I'm not sure if it's just a filter that'll pop on them or what the deal is there.
And from Victoria, Texas,
well, shit.
252 pounds.
Why does the Ringmaster have the WCW title?
Television champion.
I might have to go tweet that.
Stunning Steve Austin.
So obviously we're going to have all the matches still in there. Oh boy, all the WCW guys are here. So I just changed up my Shane Douglas, or one of his 2 attires. This is his debut here on the Nation Network as Dean Douglas. And I guess in my WCW, he and Steamboat still have those tag team titles. So the other video, it's only about 5 minutes long, but it does have a lot of cool stuff in there that they show you, and they tease stuff that they won't tell you about yet. Definitely a lot of potential, though. No two ways about it. Now the question is, can they pull it off? And history has said no. Lest anybody wonder, this is a 6-man elimination match, Battle Royale style. No over-the-top rope. Again, John, I thought the trailer had some potential to it. We will see what ends up coming of it at the end of the day. Every year it looks like it's going to be a good game, and then it isn't. We get a game riddled with all kinds of issues. And that is, of course, my number one fear right now, is that's what we're going to get again. But keep hope alive, brother. One of the things we did see is some of the legends that'll be in the game, which we have China for the first time, and I think they said 19 years. Geekus, welcome aboard, my friend. Having China in the game is a plus, no doubt about it, especially where I'm at, where I'm kind of moving into the Monday Night Wars time frame, so I could definitely use her. And the deluxe edition is supposed to be featuring all things that are SmackDown for their, 25th anniversary? So we'll have, maybe they'll fix this rope glitch, who knows. Or maybe they'll make a new one that's even worse. There's your first elimination. Goodbye. So again, China being in the game is a cool thing. Hogan is back in the game. We kind of knew that was going to happen. But it's still good to have it confirmed. Pretty sure they're going to do the NWO so far as Hogan attire. One of them will definitely be red and yellow because they showed that already. But I'd be shocked if they didn't do a second Hogan attire. I'm still waiting for them to do a 1985 Hogan. What else do we have? China. I think I saw something with Piper in it. Andre's in it. Did not see anything for Jeff Jarrett or the Honky Tonk Man, although there has been in a still photo a clip showing a broken guitar. So with SmackDown being a feature, I would think it could be Jeff Jarrett time. Also, Hurricane Helms is 90% likely going to be in there. They already put his entrance and his moveset in on 2K19. And with the whole SmackDown angle going on, plus in that same still photo promoting the game, one of the items hanging up on the coat rack was the Shane Helms cape. So I think it is a real safe bet to say that a hurricane is coming. Seeing Becky on the cover, I wish she didn't have to share it. That's the only thing I can knock it on. But at the same time, I think it's better for the product that they have multiple stars. I would have actually liked to see maybe 3 of the women or 4 of the women flanked by 4 of the top guys. You know, just really put the star power up front. But at the same time, Becky's the first woman on the cover, period, even though she's sharing it. How many of you guys are going to plan on pre-ordering the game? I mean, I'm down with it because I have pretty much no choice. That's my channel. And I'd get it anyway just because I am a wrestling fan and I do want to have whatever the latest is coming out. The other thing is they've got the almost definite Here Comes the Pain sequel that is being worked on. There's major teasers about that. And the thought of taking today's roster and kind of making it like Here Comes the Pain with the engine and all that. That game was so friggin' fun. Put today's graphics in there, and you really got something that you could have hours of fun with. Boy, Dean's doing pretty good for himself out there. Once again, if you're just joining us, a reminder that tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will have a live show for you. So join me here on the Nation Network. Oh my goodness, the ringmaster just pinned The Rock. Somebody called the weatherman. Hell just froze over. Oh, John, look at that, man. October 23rd. Now, my concern is I will likely be taking on a new role in my company right around launch date, maybe a week or two before even. And we're opening a brand new resort if that happens. And I will not be able to probably take the launch week off, which I do every year. I'm going to put in for it anyway in the meantime and hope for the best. Maybe I'll be able to work my way into, I don't know, a 3 or 4 day off break. Because it takes the full week to set the game up for me. I mean, between creating some of the calls that I need to put a storyline together, organizing a calendar and putting rosters together and show logos and all that crap. I mean, it just takes a ton of time. Plus, it's always my favorite part of the launch is the first week because that's when I do these mega live streams, explore the game for the first time, have some of you guys that are kind of waiting it out to see if it's worth the money or not, ask me to, hey, see what this looks like or try this. Guess the call, always my favorite. Ringmaster's on a roll. Well, let's not look past Dean Douglas still in this match. So either way, they're getting my money. I'm going to pre-order it. I'm going to get the deluxe edition, whatever comes with it. I think last year they did really well with that. I mean, with the Ric Flair bobblehead and that Hall of Fame ring. I have no complaints about last year's deluxe edition. The game itself, maybe not so much. But so far as the bonus materials, I was perfectly satisfied with those. I am curious to see about these other worlds that they've talked about. Again, we saw the Wyatt compound is back, and it's a lot more playable. I would like to see if they're going to, again, if we're talking about SmackDown's history, if they're going to have maybe a subway where you can fight it out there. What I'd really be stoked for is if they did something with like Shotgun Saturday Night, where you could have a wrestling ring set up in a nightclub, Remember, I think it was The Undertaker and Triple H fighting their way up an escalator. I don't think that'll happen, but who knows? And, of course, always waiting to see if there are any new features in the Create a Wrestler mode. I would love to see Create a Story come back. I've been saying that for at least 5 years. Somehow I'll be surprised if it does. I'd settle for new cutscenes that I can use. Ringmaster in trouble. Oh, and he gets his shoulder up. I'd like to see some basic old promos, just backstage with an announcer holding the microphone, having a back and forth. Having somebody come off camera and attack would be cool backstage during an interview. Man, Edge is busted up. These guys just tearing each other apart in this one. Oh, shit. Once again, if you're just joining us, we're talking about the 2K20 trailer that dropped earlier today. And there is also a little bit of a teaser featuring Xavier Woods and a little bit of additional footage if you watch that. And it shows a couple of neat features, a lot of things he teases that he can't really talk about yet. But based on what we see, there's a lot of potential for some really cool stuff. And it sounds like they're going to be releasing it a little more throughout the course of the life of the game to keep it fresh as opposed to within the first 3 months. We know we're getting China once again for the first time in 19 years in the franchise. She's going to be back in the game, which is super cool. Hurricane Helmsley will be in the game, almost definite. Strong possibility Jeff Jarrett will be in there. Good God, somebody call a doctor for Edge. What's keeping him on his feet? I don't know. Let me hear from you guys. What is it about the trailer that you liked? What are you hoping to see? As I mentioned earlier, I want to see special referees come back. It is long overdue. Damn. Dean Douglas and the Ringmaster. Look at the blood on Edge. He needs a doctor. The Ringmaster going to steal this one. Oh, Douglas gets the shoulder up. Geekus, I'm with you, man. I'm so happy that they've got the mixed tag team in there. Again, that's something that's long overdue. And if you're going to start covering things like the history of SmackDown, which is going to, of course, go through the Attitude Era, well, the girls got knocked around a little bit. We can't rewrite history. Douglas stealing a page from Brutus and almost getting away with it. I got to go back into the creation studio and see what those little yellow tchotchkes are on the side of his singlet. Having the mixed tag match will definitely open some doors for opportunities and different storylines, things like that. And again, I just want to see some new cutscenes that we can use, and even if I can't put them into a live stream without recording them previously, that's cool, as long as it's somewhere I can use it. There is a women's career mode this year as well as the men's. And even that, there's one little clip they show you of the career mode where the guy and the girl are both like in a basement somewhere, and all of a sudden the boogeyman appears. Which, by the way, boogeyman's in the game. And he's coming to get you. I've got a lot of hope for the legends because when you see guys like the boogeyman and some of the other stuff we've seen so far, there's a lot of potential for that as well. Another thing we haven't touched on yet in this conversation, and that is how many created wrestler slots will we get? I want to say they have to do better than 100 because they've had that for 2 years now. But I don't want to get my hopes up. But this could be the year we get 200. I'd settle for 150. These two newcomers to the World Wrestling Federation, last two men standing in this one. Dean Douglas making his in-ring debut. Belly to belly. Will that be it? Nope. Ringmaster in all kinds of trouble right now. Yeah, they're not going to be able to do unlimited because it's not the same as Fire Pro. Fire Pro can do it because it's using your own hard drive, but with this game, for whatever reason, there are limitations. Fire Pro allows you to use as much as storage space as will allow. Which isn't that a novel idea? Holy cow! In his debut, Dean Douglas outlasts 5 other top WWF superstars. Daniel Donahue, welcome aboard, buddy. Thank you for stopping by to check us out.
Here is your winner, Shane Douglas.
All right, guys. Well, I just wanted to have a quick chat with you guys after seeing the videos that are out there. And once again, if you have not seen them, there are 2 videos that have dropped for 2K20. One is the trailer, which is pretty cool, heavily featuring Becky Lynch. And the other one is a rah-rah session with Xavier Woods. And that'll show you a couple of things without giving too much away, but still some cool stuff to get you a little bit excited about October 22nd. I can tell you this, we'll have it right here on October 22nd. So if you want to check it out, if you're on the fence and want to wait and see if it turns out to be worth all the hype, feel free to stop back here, and I'll be going live for as long as my work schedule will allow. Willie, I tell you, they gotta. They have to have more call slots this year. Thank you, John. I appreciate you as always, my friend. Same to you, Geekus. All right, Daniel, good luck on that. I'll be back tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Nation Network. We'll have a full card for you. of pro wrestling action. Until then, I'll see you ringside. Old School signing off. See ya.